What is going on, Bucs fans and CFP fans? Evan Wanish here, back at you with yet another video talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And today we're going to be going over betting the Bucs Week 6 edition versus the San Francisco 49ers. Now we're going to recap last week before. We had another 3-1 week, so obviously not 4-0, what we're looking for, but another winning week. So that brings our total record to 12-8 on the season, as the Buccaneers themselves are 4-1 on the season, as are the 49ers. So we got a matchup of two 4-1 teams here in Tampa facing off with each other, and could be a pretty big game down the line, for potential playoff seeding or whatever. Tiebreakers may need to be had for whichever team when it comes down to it. So these early season games, or close to mid-season games, I guess you could say, they still do matter a good bit. But with that being said, let's get right into it. And we are going to be starting off with a K-Dot anytime touchdown at plus 190 over on DraftKings. Look, the Bucs are banged up, right? They're still banged up. Mike Evans out for this game. Bucky Irving out for this game. However, there was a new wrinkle, I guess you could say. Chris Godwin is also going to be out for this game with a fibula injury. He is going to miss this game. So the Buccaneers are going to have somebody step up here, right? And last year when Mike Evans and Chris Godwin were out and Jalen McMillan was also out and McMillan's still out, it was Cade Otton, was a guy who really stepped up for this team, and he played quite well. So I thought he played pretty decent against Seattle, and I have a feeling he might be able to find the end zone in this one for the first time this season, I believe. So K-Dot an anytime touchdown plus 190. I do like that a good bit. We're going to be moving on. We're going to be talking about another guy who is going to have to step up for the Buccaneers. That's Sterling Shepard. So it's another guy who is now in a much bigger role than I think a lot of people expected him to be at this point in the season. But I also think he's capable of it. Like, I don't think it's something where he's going to be overmatched. He's a veteran receiver. So we're going to be taking Sterling Shepard over 3.5 receptions at minus 103. I like that just because, look, Emeka Egbuka is going to get a lot of attention, right? There's going to be a lot drawn to him on the 49ers defense, and rightfully so, right? Egbuka has been great. And I think that could open up things, for a guy like Sterling Shepard. So 3.5, over 3.5 catches, I don't think is a bad number there. Minus 103, I like that number a good bit as well. So I do like that Baker Mayfield, Sterling Shepard connection. It's still there, right? Shepard's proven to be a pretty valuable veteran for this team. And I think that if the Buccaneers are going to be able to move the football, I think Shepard's going to have something to do with it. So I do like the over 3.5 catches in this one. We're also going to be taking the Baker Mayfield over 17.5 rushing yards at minus 116. Look, it sort of comes down to it, and I know I haven't taken this prop at all yet this year, but it sort of comes down to like the lack of weapons, right, that the Buccaneers have, and like how are you going to get ways to move the football? And Baker Mayfield might have to do a little bit of that with his legs, and in this one it could matter, right? So this over 17.5 rushing yards, I do like that number. He consistently extends plays, makes plays outside the pocket. Of course he's going to look to throw first, but I also don't think that he's going to be afraid to use his legs, and he's used them to his advantage multiple times this season. So, and we've seen that it's resulted in Buccaneers victories. His ability to keep plays extended, to be able to move yards with his legs. So over 17.5, like getting 18 rushing yards, I don't think is out of the a realm of possibility. Like, I don't think it's that crazy. So I do like that a good bit, especially, like I said, with the lack of weapons the Buccaneers have. They may have to rely on other ways. I'm not saying they're going to like design runs for Baker Mayfield, but there could be times where like there's just nobody open and you got to take off for 5, 6, 7 yards. You do that a couple times a game and all of a sudden we're over. So I think that's a good one to take there. And wrapping up, we're going to be doing Mac Jones 2+ passing touchdowns at plus 107. Jones, look, I know a lot of people are going to look at it and be like, oh, Mac Jones, right? And you're going to think of New England Patriots, Mac Jones, and didn't really work out there and stuff like that. I get it. But he's been playing pretty good football for San Francisco, and he's hit this prop actually 2 of his last 3 starts. So, and the 49ers have been pretty good still, even without Brock Purdy. So his Mac Jones has been playing quite well in that Kyle Shanahan system. So I think 2+ passing touchdowns, I think it makes a lot of sense, and I like it at plus money. I do. I think the Bucs defense is improved. I do, but again, they are a little bit banged up. Zion McCollum going to be missing this game with a thumb injury, I believe. Christian Izzian, I think, is coming back. Benjamin Morrison's still missing this game. So the Bucs are still a little bit banged up on the secondary there. And I think Mac Jones could find a way to throw 2 touchdowns in this one. And again, at plus money, I do like that. So you put that all together, it's a plus 1,700 4-leg parlay. $10 pays 180. So a little bit of a steeper one, right? A little bit longer odds here than we've been doing. So maybe, we can take a little bit of a risk here, and hopefully it pays off for us. So 2 straight winning weeks, 2 straight 3-1 weeks for us, hoping to make it maybe that first 4-0 week, right? Of course, hoping for a Buccaneers victory as well. But hopefully here on the betting side of things, we can continue our winning ways, continue to climb up that winning record. So, but let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Are you riding with me? Are you fading me? What props do you like? I'm always curious to hear, advice for myself as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go Bucs.